Hello, I'm going to teach myself how to do the Sun Salutation B. Okay, so if we start in the mountain pose with our big toes touching and our heels slightly apart. Gently rock yourself forwards and backwards until you find that comfortable position. Engage your quads by bringing those knees up. Anterior pelvic tilt, bringing your hips forward and your navel in. Bring your shoulders back, squeezing the shoulder blades together and your palms forward. Okay, we're going to inhale and we're going to simultaneously bring our arms up and sit back into the chair pose. Now in this position, we want to elongate the body from the hips all the way up to the fingertips. What we don't want is we don't want our knees to pass our toes. So we want to focus on sitting back as we breathe, as we inhale, engaging the abs and try to be in a straight line from your hips all the way up to your fingertips. Aiming to get our biceps in line with our ears. Don't worry if they're not quite there. They may come over time. We're going to stand up, soften the knees and bend down into the deep fold. Using the yoga blocks here as an option. Bending the knees, also another option. Now from this position, we are going to breathe it, inhale, step one foot back and then the other foot back. Want to elongate the body in this position. Push your shoulders forward, separate your shoulder blades and squeeze your feet together. You want to be in a straight line from your heels all the way up to your head, with the option of dropping your knees or being on the yoga blocks to make it easier. Now from this position, we're going to lean forward, so our fingertips are over our shoulders are over our fingertips, maintaining a straight body, pushing our shoulders forward, and we are going to bend at the elbows and go into the chaturanga, option to go on your knees, and then into the upward facing dog, relaxing and releasing your feet. Option here to also be in the low cobra or the sphinx pose. So then we're going to retuck our feet in. So in this position here, we're on the inhalation, and then we're going to exhale, sit our bum back, drive our bum up as high as we can. Don't worry about if your heels can't touch the floor. Maintaining a straight position from our hips all the way through to our fingertips, elongating the spine. Now from this position here, we can reach right leg up, bend the leg to make that easier, and drive that one leg forward in between your hands in line with your fingertips. Now if you can't reach all the way through, feel free to use your hand to assist your leg in between your fingers, and then we're going to drive up into the warrior one pose, and this is an inhalation here. In this position here, you want your one leg that's forward. You want your knee to be in line with your toes and your knees to be in line with your hips and your shoulder. So you don't want any twisting, and you definitely don't want your knee to go past your toes here. The back leg is facing outwards, engaging your core, your abs, and having your arms up nice and high. Then we're going to drop down, right foot back into that plank pose. Again, use the knee option if you want to. Make sure that our hands are directly above our hands are directly beneath our shoulders. From this position here, we want to drive forward, so our shoulders are above our fingertips. Again, option of going on knees. Then down into the chaturanga. That's on the exhale. On the inhalation, we're going up to the upward facing dog, releasing the toes now, facing forward, natural. Now we're going to retuck our toes, sit ourselves back, drive our tailbones up nice and high, tailbone up nice and high, push our shoulders through to the floor, and left foot can go up as high as you can. Option to bend your knee, and bring that leg forward in between your toes, in between your hands. You want your toes and your hands or your fingers to be in line. Again, option if you haven't got that, you've got an option to use your hand, bring your leg through your fingers, and then we back up into the warrior pose, warrior one pose on the inhalation. Looking forward, engaging your abs, your ab muscles, again making sure that knee's not going past and everything's all in alignment, reaching yourself nice and tall. Then on the exhalation, we're going to go back into the plank. Push your shoulders through. Back down into the chaturanga. Option to go on your knees. Engage your abs, engage your glutes in this position. Inhalation, looking forward, relaxing your feet. Tuck your feet again. Back into the plank. Drive your knees back and go back into the downward facing dog. Elongating your body, feeling that stretch on your hamstrings, and here we can have 5 inhalations. Nice deep inhalation, exhalation. Don't let your body relax, don't let your shoulders relax. Keep pushing your shoulders through the floor to elongate the spine. Then on the inhalation, we're going to either walk our feet in, or with the option to soften the knees and jump through, drive up. On that inhalation, bend at the hips, that deep fold. Option to hold your blocks. Then we're going to inhale, go into the half deep fold, with the option here to go on your shins, option to go a little bit high onto your knees, soften those knees. And then we're going to go back up into the chair pose. Make sure those knees aren't passing those toes, hips are backwards, arms are nice and high in a straight line, palms are facing each other. And exhale, bring your arms back down, shoulders back, palms facing forward in that starting pose, Tadasana. Mountain pose. Thank you very much.